Hello, I'm Eric from Bosch, and for those of you that have attended some power tools training with me in the past, you'll know that we highlight 3 problem areas for lithium-ion batteries. That is, the influences that could shorten their life and damage them. That is overloading, overheating, and deep discharge. Now, when the battery pack is on the tool, the deep discharge and overloading is managed by ECP, which is why our batteries give such good lifetime. But temperature is a little bit of a different story. If the temperature builds up in use within the battery pack on a regular basis, this can shorten the life of the battery pack. So what I'd like to show you here is our 4 amp hour CoolPack. The battery cells, if I take the side off, you can see the battery cells are actually housed within this heat conductive housing. It has cooling ribs on the underside and it's specially designed for the heat to escape from the battery pack. So while the battery pack may feel warm on the surface in use, that's because the heat is actually being conducted out through the walls of this heat conductive housing. And this results in up to 100% extra lifetime on the battery pack compared to conventional lithium-ion packs on the market, which are simply a cluster of cells put into a plain plastic box. So what I'd like to do now is just a little practical test with the 4 amp hour Bosch CoolPack. It has a hole drilled in the side of it, very carefully of course, so that we can insert a probe from a digital thermometer in between the cells, so that this digital thermometer, currently showing a fairly comfortable room temperature of 22 degrees, we can see how the pack manages the temperature as we do some work with the tool. So what we're going to do now is, just for 2 minutes, we're going to drill some fairly large holes in this fence post in first gear with this machine, just to see how that affects the core temperature of the battery pack. Is that it? Aha. Okay, so you can see we're up to now 26 degrees after 2 minutes of fairly hard drilling. Yeah. Okay, freshly charged competitor battery, conventional design, no cooling ribs, no CoolPack design, so cells clustered tight together in just a plastic box. We have the same probe in the side, and the starting temperature is about the same at around about 21 degrees. So same post, same auger bit, same test, 2 minutes drilling, see how we get on. Okay. So you can see now, after a couple of minutes of drilling, the core temperature of the pack has crept up to 31 degrees, which is 10 degrees more than when it started, just over 2 minutes. And obviously if the battery pack were allowed to completely discharge to the end of its discharge cycle, the temperature would be even higher. We can test that of course with one of our service centre discharge tests, and we can do that next to see how the batteries compare under a constant discharge to the end of the cycle. Okay, so we've done the practical tests with drilling of the post. Now we're going to do something a little bit more scientific with the discharger, and we're going to do a 10-minute test at 12 amps, a constant load of 12 amps on this recharged basic battery to see how we get on. So I'm just going to start the test running now, constant 12 amps for 10 minutes only, and we'll come back in 10 minutes and see how that temperature is going. It's 23 degrees C right now. Okay, so that's 10 minutes now at steady 12 amps, and you can see now from the thermometer that the core temperature there in this battery has reached 47. That may rise a little bit more yet. 47 degrees, just nudging 48 degrees when it started at around
21, 22 10 minutes ago. So a significant rise in temperature there. You'd expect a rise in temperature, but obviously that's quite a lot. And if you carried on now to the end of the discharge cycle, that will be significantly higher. And don't forget, drills use a very high current when they're driving auger bits and hole saws. 12 amps is actually quite gentle, so that temperature could easily go over 60 degrees in normal circumstances. Okay, same test now, 10 minutes at a steady 12 amps discharge. We've got the temperature probe in place now in the new Bosch 18-volt CoolPack. We'll set that going, set the timer. See you in 10 minutes. Okay guys, there we are, 10 minutes at 12 amps as before, and you can see that the Bosch CoolPack is certainly significantly cooler than the previous battery at just around about 34 degrees. So proof positive that the CoolPack technology works, and of course this allows you to enjoy up to 100% longer lifetime on the battery compared to standard batteries without the CoolPack technology. And if you're comparing the 4 amp hour pack here with the predecessor 3 amp hour Bosch pack, you can enjoy up to 65% more runtime from that pack. We're so confident about the effectiveness of the CoolPack technology with battery life that we are offering a 2-year warranty now on these 4 amp hour CoolPack batteries.